What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this next installment of Casual Fridays. We're here with a very special guest, rising sophomore walk-on Michael Ritchie. Mike, appreciate you being here with us this morning.
Appreciate you inviting me.
All right, so first and foremost, let's talk about how it came about that you ended up kind of applying for Miami, getting here, and then ended up as a walk-on kind of that way. How did that come about for you?
Well, first, I only applied here because all my friends were doing it. It's one of those peer pressure type deals. And originally, I had been almost committed to University of Chicago, and all of a sudden, toward the end of the process, like a day before I had to sign, they said I was an ACT point away of being able to get in. So I had a day to find a college. That day in school, I was going to go to Marquette just as a student, and I got a call from Coach O, and I was like, I guess I meant to be there if I just got, last minute.
No, absolutely. And there's kind of a cool connection that most people don't know about between Mike and Purdue. Actually, your dad and mother went there, correct? At Purdue, and then actually Mike's dad was college roommates with Grady Eifert, who's a walk-on at Purdue, his father. So that's kind of how that connection made. That's pretty cool because you grew up with Grady, right?
Right. Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. It's kind of a small world and how cool things like that work out, but we're definitely glad to have Mike here. Now, growing up in the Chicago area, I'm going to say Chicago area, you claim you're from Chicago, but it's really Mount Prospect. But what was that like growing up there, and give us a little insight on that?
It's definitely probably different than most people. I mean, a lot of people here are from more of like a straight city background or even like a country background. I think it's a nice mix of both where you get a lot of taste of everything. You get some culture, but you also get the nice suburbia, peace, and comfort, real cozy lifestyle. But you're just minutes away from experiencing the real world in Chicago and being able to see that whenever you're at an AU tournament or whatever.
Yeah. Now, it was kind of funny. When we went up last year and played DePaul, I was kind of busting his chops a little bit. Man, you're not from Chicago. You're from the suburbs. And he's like, man, I'm gonna give you a picture 10 minutes after we leave from the arena that I'm saying I'm home. And sure enough, it was less than 10 minutes. I got a picture from Mike saying he was home, which is pretty cool. So it kind of is kind of true to what he was saying about the suburban lifestyle, but also being that close. But tell us a little bit about your high school career.
In high school, I was one of the few who moved up to varsity as a sophomore. I didn't play much as a sophomore because I was too skinny, and my junior year was supposed to be like a breakout season for me. But my first game, I broke my leg on the first play. And
Gordon Hayward style.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, did it with style, so I guess that's all that matters. Senior year was a good year for me, though. I was all-conference, all-area, player of the week, all that good stuff. So I guess it kind of was nice for me to break my leg because it really showed me that I wanted to play.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people kind of just went about their high school career and, were done after that. But it gave me a sense of, I need to keep playing because I was robbed short of it.
Yeah, and it obviously proved that it was something you love and something you're passionate about, which is why we're all glad you're here now. But all right, I'm going to have to ask you this now. I've heard a lot of rumblings around the locker room.
Yeah.
A lot of rumblings out on the court saying that you are a rapper.
Oh, the best, yeah.
The best. The best rapper on the team. Is this true?
Yes, by far.
Freestyle, you write your own stuff, or what's your style?
Oh, off the top, every time.
So if you were put in front of a microphone and it was an 8 Mile style battle, you would win against anybody on the team?
I would say not only win, but embarrass anybody on the team.
All right, well, this looks like something we're going to have to make happen here in the near future. So that's another little great insight on our man here, Mike Rich. But what's your rapper name? You have a rapper name?
See, we've been, it's been changing a lot. Kind of like the name of a garage band. Every week we're something new. But I think right now we're stuck with 24 Reasons.
I love it. 24 Reasons. Obviously, he's number 24 on his jersey. Number 24 in the program, but number 1 in the hearts of rap fans in Oxford. So that's pretty funny. All right, now walking on at Miami, what are your impressions of year 1 under Coach Owens?
It was good. Right when I got here, obviously it was like you had to adjust to the pace and everything, so it was very intimidating. Mm-hmm. But one thing I will say that I really like is the way being treated as a walk-on, because I know some places it's just you don't get this type of star treatment, but also the passion of the players around you. Everybody just wants to win, and it's being a program like that, it's really refreshing, and just being inviting, and it's just a great experience all around.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of a testament to how we kind of run things around here. I would think that you would agree it's a family atmosphere, and I thought you were brought into the arms of that family, from day one. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. That's pretty cool. Now, the best man at my wedding was a walk-on at Purdue, and I know firsthand that it's not an easy thing to do. I think that you truly show that you treat every day like it's a game day. Can you kind of take us through that experience and how you go about that?
Well, big thing for me, mixing, basketball with academics, is taking it one thing at a time. So what I like to do is just see what I have to do right now and just see if I can do that as hard as I can until the next thing I have to do and the next thing. And then hopefully, after basketball and schoolwork, a nap comes along and just, re-energizes it, and then you can just keep up with the pace.
Yeah, so obviously you were a direct admit to the School of Business, which is not an easy thing to do here at Miami, which is why we love Mike and keeping him around, and he kind of keeps things fresh from an academic and from a fun standpoint. But I think what you're trying to say is you just try to win each day, right?
Right.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not an easy thing to do. Maybe you're not going to get in a game, and trust me, I've been there as a freshman and sophomore at Purdue, and I think it's pretty cool that you come and treat every day like it's a game day, and there's no letdown from our man Mike here. But what was your favorite moment that sticks out in your mind from last year's season?
Definitely beating Ohio the second time to send us to Cleveland. I think it was just like a bad taste in our mouth all year of Ohio, not only being our rivals, but just like losing at their place, at our place. It's like rinsing out the bad breath of that, and just being able to get some tournament berth in Cleveland.
I think it was kind of cool. It was almost like a series that we were playing against, because we played them late in the season at their place, and obviously the last home game, and then we ran it back again on that Monday. So that was kind of cool. Was it hard for you guys and hard to kind of keep the focus in the locker room?
I would say to a point, we knew we were going to go to the tournament, and we knew we were going to beat them, but obviously it's a team beats you twice. It's definitely going to be hard to figure out ways to beat them and crack the code, but I think that's just a testament to our guys of just never giving up. Like, a lot of teams could have just given up and say, like, all right, they beat us twice. Like, they know what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And especially late in the season, some people could just be like, all right, I'm done. But I think our guys just knew what we wanted, and we played it out, and we got it.
It was definitely a fun win, and awesome to beat your rival on your home court to get you to Cleveland. But I think one of the last things on my mind before the game starts is to make sure our bench is ready. And one of the things that I make sure to do before every game, and I know you know this, is to make sure he's ready to be excited on the end of the bench. What's one thing that goes to your mind as tip-offs going? What can I do to make this great?
One of the best things is just you got to hype up the guys around you on the bench. Last year it was Milos and Darius every time, just push them a little bit. And if the crowd's there, if there's more than people than you expect, you gotta pump them up, even if there's like 10 people. That's just a classic.
Yeah. And it never ceases to amaze me. There's always energy from the end of the bench, and I think that's something that's fun, and we're going to continue next year. And it was definitely great. But you guys have been here since June 17th now. It's been a great summer. What's the biggest improvement you've seen from our team just in the last couple months here?
I would say just the willingness to get better. I mean, obviously last year we didn't have a problem with that at all, but I think just going forth, like, we've been going so much harder than we already were going, and we were going pretty hard before. So that's just a testament to everybody that they're locked in. And even at like conditioning, early morning, we have more talking. Everybody's ready to go. It's really good.
And one thing that I've noticed is that some of the younger guys, and you included, have got out of their comfort zones. I'm going to just do me. I'm going to try to focus on just getting better for me today, to, okay, I'm getting better. Let's get somebody else better, right?
Right. Just yelling at everybody, pushing them, especially like when you're running stairs or something, when it's just people are feeling on the brink of passing out or something.
And throwing up.
Right, exactly.
No, that's great. And I think, to use a word you used earlier, it's very refreshing to see that guys getting out of their comfort zone and communicating and bringing someone along with positive energy. It's been great. All right, Mike, what's your prediction for the Miami Redhawks season next year?
MAC champs.
Predicting MAC championship. What's it going to take to get us over that hump, to get us there again and restore the tradition of Miami basketball?
One, it's inside the locker room. Everybody's got to be held accountable, doing what they're supposed to be doing on and off the court. Second, it's just going to be every day fighting for practice. Every day everybody's got to be going 110, And I think the last thing is just every person we play, like, we just got to treat them like it's the MAC championship game. And that's just, last year, whenever we treated a game like it was a Super Bowl, kind of like IPFW, you know, we just play so much better when we think every game is just a big game.
That's great. I know that's a term that coach uses. This is our Super Bowl, so that's awesome. And there's no doubt that you treat every day like it's your Super Bowl. But I got a couple rapid fire questions for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, whatever's off the top of your head. First one: Sox or Cubs?
Cubs.
Cubbies. Absolutely. Italian beef or jumbo hot dog?
Is it Chicago-style hot dog?
Chicago-style hot dog.
Chicago-style hot dog.
All right, best restaurant in Oxford?
Best restaurant in Oxford. What, you got a price point or no?
No price point.
Probably MIA.
MIA. I like
Big
it.
baller.
All right. eBay or Amazon?
Amazon.
Amazon. I like it. Last one. Accounting or economics?
Econ.
Yeah. All right. He's going to be all of our bosses one day. We appreciate you being here. Mike, thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming. Come fly with us next week as we have a very special guest coming with us next week. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.